Hi everyone, we're hopping forward! Hi, I'm Maya and I'm the news reporter.
Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm also a news reporter.
Hi, I'm Logan, and I'm the recovered addict.
Hi, I'm McNessa.
And I'm Marion.
And we're Logan's moms.
Reporting live from Hopping Forward News Production, I'm your host, Maya McClone.
And I'm your co-host, Mark Duffy.
In today's segment, we are covering a news story about a young boy, Logan, who got addicted to opioids during the nationwide opioid crisis. But after going to rehab, he has recovered. This year alone, drug overdose deaths reached 93,331. This is the highest number in record history.
The opioid crisis is a nationwide epidemic. We will be interviewing Logan's parents about their experience and interviewing Logan about how this happened and his difficult road to recovery. Logan's opioid addiction is the conflict inherent in this story.
We are now going to transition to Logan and Logan's parents' story and hear about what they have to say about this topic.
Hello, Maya and Mark. I'm Marion, and I'm Logan's mom.
Hi, my name is McNessa, and I'm also Logan's mom. This is our son, Logan.
Hi, everyone. I'm Logan.
So Marion, McNessa, how did your relationship with Logan change while he was addicted?
Well, Marion and I adopted Logan when he was around 15 years old. He was a freshman in high school. Before we took him in, he used to be in the foster care system.
When we adopted Logan, we didn't know that he was addicted to opioids. Later, we came to find out that he came from a very different socioeconomic background and didn't have as much access to opportunities and privileges as other kids in our neighborhood.
We started to notice him stealing our jewelry or stealing our belongings to go and buy opioids. He even stole our wedding china.
That was definitely the saddest part. He definitely struggled with opioids before we adopted him.
So Logan, how did you discover opioids?
I kind of just fell into the wrong group of people. It started with alcohol and weed, and then it kind of just progressed over time. My friends had pills and opioids, and that's kind of where it really started there. And then I was very unstable in my life, but I'm glad I was in recovery. I'm recovered now.
To further remind the audience, what was the conflict inherent in this story?
I'd definitely say it was the fact that our family was torn apart by Logan's opioid addiction. It brought struggles that none of us would have ever imagined.
I couldn't agree more. The opioid crisis is a nationwide problem, and it affects more families than just ours. Part of the reason that I'm so grateful for this interview is that it will spread awareness on this important topic.
Yeah, I was really awful with my moms. I did a lot of things I really shouldn't have, and definitely regret. And then it didn't stop there. I also stopped caring about school and the people around me.
I'm really sorry to hear that. In your opinion, what forces created this conflict?
Well, opioids have long been prescribed to treat pain, and pharmaceutical companies claimed that the opioid addiction rate were incredibly low and it was really hard to get addicted to opioids. We now know that this statistic is untrue. Opioids were readily available by 1999, and about 86% of patients were using opioids for non-cancer related pain.
Additionally, prescription opioids became harder to obtain, so heroin use increased, and this eventually led to fentanyl use increase.
Basically, the forces that created this conflict were the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors who were prescribing opioids and enforcing their use when they shouldn't have. And this led to the epidemic in poorer communities. Poorer communities cannot afford rehab.
Wow, thank you for sharing your story with us. I know this can be a really difficult topic to talk about. Is this conflict inherent to the structures already existing in our society, or is it a result of a shift in these structural forces?
Well, I'd say there is definitely a shift in prioritizing American people to prioritizing pharmaceutical companies and their profits. Greed also leads people to worry more about themselves and not as much about poor communities who do not have the same access to recovery.
I would definitely agree. In fact, every day more than 90 Americans die from opioid overdoses. If healthcare became universal and the pharmaceutical industry changed, there would be less problems for society.
There has definitely been an increase in the epidemic in the last 20 years or so.
Thank you so much for sharing your story all. Mark and I really appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share. It's been a challenging couple of years.
Yes, thank you. It'll definitely help spread awareness.
I really hope my story helps people that are struggling and helps prevent those from falling into the same trap.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I was your host, Mark.
And I was your other host, Maya.
We will catch you on the next episode of Hopping Forward News Productions.
We hope today's story has caught people's attention and emphasized how important and dangerous this crisis has been on society itself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome to the blooper reel!
Just keep it going. Just keep
Thanks
it
for
going.
turning it. Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for turning for. Damn it. Okay.
Oh my god!